We're going to start working on this quarter box again. I have a bunch left. I think we did 9 rolls last night, roughly. Saved a bunch of 82s and 83s. Didn't find any silver, unfortunately. Maybe today's the day. Maybe today's our lucky day. We're going to start off with this lucky guy. Each roll is $10. Hey, Coin Hunter. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to start busting these open. We'll put them under the scope. I have a list off to the side here. Different errors that we can look for. Different years, different mints. Yesterday I did find, what was it? Found some doubling on one of the quarters. Found some really worn out, like no rim quarters. It was super wild. We went through over 300 quarters maybe. Found some of these to add to the collection. These are actually the first ones I found. First time ever seeing it other than online for that one. And also for this one. Juliet Gordon Lowe. So a couple new designs for my own personal bucks. I did find a few of those Zitkala Sa, a bunch of those. Some other American women. Cecilia Cruz. See if I can find any other newish ones that we popped out last night. There's another one of these ones. Zitkala Sa. So we're gonna start opening up some rolls. We'll open them up live. We'll look for silver. We'll look for errors. I got a list of certain years I want to look at, all the way from 1965 to 2020. I don't have any of the American women errors like at my fingertips. I am saving 1982 and 1983. If we find any of those, any mint, we are saving those ones. So we'll go ahead and get into it. First roll of the day. Hoping to stream for about an hour. Might go longer, we'll see. See if we can find any silver today, huh? Be sweet. We would have a celebration. Nothing in the first roll. I am kind of curious if, like, the Bank of North Dakota is where these boxes come from that I get. I'm kind of curious if their machines kick out silver like the local machines do. So we'll get right into it. Olympic 2011 from the Dens Mint. We're just going to cruise through them. If I do find one that's on my list, then we will put it under the scope, check it out, see if we can find some errors. Ohio, yeah, so here's an example. This is not one I pull out of the bankroll, but I'm going to put it in this roll, and you can clearly see which one is the silver one. I wonder which one's the silver one. They just pop out at you, so That's an example of what we're looking for right there. That's a silver rim. You don't even hardly have to look for it. In this one, if you look at it, this was not found in a bankroll. I was just giving an example. This is a 1951 90% silver, which silver did go down quite a bit. This one is out of Denver. This is what we're looking for in these bankrolls. What's silver at today? Yesterday it was down to 80 some bucks. We'll check what it is right now today. 80, 85 bucks. Something like that. This is what we're looking for. Oh man, I love that sound. 2020s. You guys know on the 2019s and the 2020s, we're looking for the W mint. See what we got. Nope, just a Denver. Son of a gun. Better luck next time. Minnesota, we are looking for an extra tree. I'll get out my fancy pointer. I sell these. Price is going up on these. Demand was high last night. These are my custom coin pointers. We're looking for an extra tree right in here. This area. Basically smack dab center of the coin. Put that under the scope. Look for an extra tree. Should be right in here. This one is not an extra tree variety. And these are the 2005 Minnesota extra tree. On the onlines, you can find them for 10 bucks. Graded examples up to 100 bucks. Depending on the tree, depending on the grade. MS63 extra tree, 45 bucks. Ungraded, 8 bucks. You know, it might be worth your while to get these things graded if you do find one. Okay, back to the roll. 89. I'm gonna cruise through some of these. Shawnee 2016, 1996. To answer your question further, Coin Hunter, I do have a couple handfuls of silver quarters, maybe 90% silver. Oh, here's a Bicentennial, 1976. So if this is a Denver, we'd be looking for some doubling on some of these. Just for an example, we'd look for doubling up here on Liberty, in the motto, maybe in the year, I'm not quite sure. We can just put that up in the background for now. Virginia 2000. Here's crossing the Delaware. We got General Washington pointing his sword on that one. These things they have such a shine to them all the time. We're going to put this under the scope. These Bicentennials, I do keep them. I do like the design on them. Anyway, 2021, crossing the Delaware. We do look up here for extra metal up on top of the hat. It can be a small thing. It can be a big blob. It can make its way over here. It could even be so tall that it covers up part of these letters. It'd be a sweet find. Rolling on. Ooh. Recognize a 2019 from a mile away on the reverse. Can we find a W mint on this sucker? What do you guys think? What mint are we going to find on here? Oh, Denver. Lots of them have been Denver. I'm not too surprised. Weird Farm. There's another 2020. Looking for the W on those. We already did see the Denver on that side. Here's one that spent some time outside, in the ground or on the ground. It's just got this brown feel to it. 2002 Ohio. Thanks for joining the stream, everybody. We're just looking through bankrolls. Bankrolls for quarter errors. Oh, here's one we're going to look at. Here's a 2004 Wisconsin. This one is the Philadelphia variety. 2004. I think that just the Denvers have the error, but we would look in this area here. See if I can point for an extra leaf coming off the side here. We'll put it under the scope just to check it out a little closer. But so you look at the corn cob here, look at the left side of the leaf. You look for a low leaf coming off like at this height, or a high leaf coming off more like this. Unless we were some extra money. I always check your Wisconsins. Anybody from Wisconsin? Anyone been to Wisconsin? It's a nice place. Don't get pulled over. Voyagers 2018.
Hey, only one made it!
74. This one's got some nice luster to it. There's a 72 out of Denver. And according to NGC's site, 72 Denver. We have some extra things to look at. 72 Denver. We're looking for the type H reverse. So we're going to turn it over. We are going to look in this general vicinity at these arrows here. I'll put under the scope.
They're funny, right, Hattie?
So look at the left arrows. Eagle sitting on. So this is a type G reverse. You can clearly see the point of this top arrow. Comes like that. And this arrow is just barely touching that leaf right there. A type H reverse, we'd be looking for these arrows basically blend right into this leaf. I don't know if the leaf is bigger, if the arrows are bigger, but you wouldn't be able to see that point anymore. So that's what we're looking for type H on a 1972 Denver.
It looks like Spider-Man, right, Hattie?
All right. A little more than halfway through this first roll. Here's 81 Denver. Nothing happening there. Shenandoah 2014. Voyager can have a large die chip on the duck's tail. Thank you, Lizard. The Voyager coin. I'll have to write that down. I appreciate you. Hey, Sean, welcome back again. What year is the Voyager quarter? 2018 Voyager. Duck's tail. Okay, I'm going to write that down so we can check them out. Making a list here, checking it twice. No crazy finds. We started. We're just in our first roll right now. Nothing yet. Here's a 66. There's a bunch of stuff we can check for in the 66. 66 DDR FS801. So we're going to check the reverse or tails. Force doubling in the United States of America, E pluribus unum, and $quarter. Yeah, Lizard, there's a lag from what I'm actually doing to when you guys see it, to when you guys comment back. Sometimes I'm cruising, and it's hard to find the coins after I chuck them in the cup. So I try to pay attention to the comments as we go. Sometimes I miss some things, though. That's why I appreciate you guys shouting out when you do, and then I can take note for the next time as well.
Oh no.
So we're looking for the 1966 DDR FS 801, doubling in basically the letters on the reverse. A lot of smushiness, a lot of damage there. Plus, I don't want to hang around on one quarter too long. You get too stagnant and people drop off pretty quickly. Here's an 82. We are saving the 82s and 83s. I'll probably end up with a big stack of them eventually. Nice, Lizard. I'll have to come check out your channel. See what you guys got going on.
Orson.
Denver, Louisiana, 2002. Here's a 67. Nope, that's not on my list. 77. Nope, that's not on it either. 1990. That's a beautiful year, 1990. That coin spent some time on the ground. Kicked around at the playground, probably. Someone metal detected it finally. Here's a Helen Keller. Denver, Saratoga, 2015. 2015 Homestead. There's a water pump doubling deal, I'm pretty sure. 91. Got a couple more quarters left, then we're busting out the next roll. Philadelphia, 2005 Oregon. Okay. I started doing this last night, and Lizard, you're #1 fan right now, so if I bust silver out of here, it is going to you. It's got your name all over it.
Why?
See what happens. I haven't found a silver yet, but not in this box. But in other boxes, I have found silvers before. Nothing there. You guys saw. Opened it live.
Only one.
All right. North Carolina, 2001. Be sweet to find a proof in one of these too. 2009. Denver, Ellington. We're looking for a DDR doubling.
Oh no.
There's a couple different things on here.
What happened to all three of them?
The Denvers. Pretty sure there's a doubling in United States of America on the obverse. It's quite clear. Sometimes it's a little tough to adjust. Here we go. So you can get, I think there's an obverse doubling. In some lettering, and then there's a reverse error with the piano keys in his hand and maybe some lettering on the back. Yeah, I got 43s. Wheat penny, 1943s. I have, I don't know, a handful of those. I have a couple 1909 BDBs. They are not easy to come by. I'm going to check Mr. Duke Ellington. So there's some issues with piano keys on some of them, and then I've seen these letters be double stamped below as well. This one looks like it's just got some damage on it. No crazy doubling, but these, I save all my 2009 quarters. I save all my 2009 pennies. Just something about the 2009s. I like them. Oh, if I had a copper 43, that'd be sweet. No, I do not. nor have I found any steel 44s yet. All right, so the 2022, we're looking for nose warts, blobs by the lips, the drooling George, the anime Wongs. Pretty sure there's a hangnail error, something in her name. Thanks, Lizard. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Appreciate you. Helps out the channel a lot. And then a eyeball deal too. Sorry for the shaking. Keep kicking the table. Let's try to steady this up a little bit. So we'll just put it under the scope real quick. I can't remember if this is a issue in Can you read up there? Thanks. Looking at for a hangnail down here. Some issues with the name. I think it's like a die cut or something, or a die chip, or die break, whatever they're all called. Nothing on there. Let's keep on cruising. Marsh Billings Rockefeller 2020 Denver. Not the W we want. What was it? 88. 66 Philly. 1996 Philly. Holy cow. Screwed that one up. Philly, North Carolina. Just one of these I want to pop a silver out, man. New York 2001. 93. North Dakota. Beautiful state of North Dakota. We got some buffaloes on here. No sunshine. We'll find a W one of these days. Maya Angelou. Check out the nose and mouth real quick. Denver. Ozark Riverways 2017. 86. I'd like to find the 83 Philly Spitting Eagle. That would be a sweet find. Just learned about that fairly recently. 83. We're saving 83s. I should look at the mintages on these things. 82s and 83s. See what like the MS grade ones are worth. Here's a 2019. We're looking for a W mint. What'll it be? Denver. Denver. Come on, Denver. 82. We'll save that one. New York 2001. Oregon. 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 Which way do you say it? Which way do you spell it? Here's a 81. 2020. Come on, W. Come on, W. What's it gonna be? Philly this time. Okay, okay. Interesting. All right, a 97. Denver. Denver 2003. 1993. Wyoming. If this is a Philly. What's up, buddy?
Can you give me a glass of milk?
You want a glass of milk?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Here, I'll put this under here so you guys can enjoy it just for a moment.
Dad,
Yeah?
is that that's rocking on there?
That's a cowboy.
On camera?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, buddy. Alrighty. And we're back. So we're looking for a 2007. This is the Wyoming version. And this is the Denver. Now we're looking for the filly. We have some possible doubling on the back on a filly. We'll keep cruising. Almost done with this roll. Sometimes I flip a quarter over too fast and I accidentally spin it a little bit. And I think I have a rotated die, but really it's just user error. Denver, 2003. Connecticut, 99. We're looking for errors. We're just also glancing through these and making sure like the rim looks okay, that doesn't have any major cuds on it, cracks across, different things like that. I found a nickel the other day. It looks gnarly. Nevada, 2006. Yep, same, Philip. I'm still learning as well. I learn things on these live streams. I learn things from comments from the videos. Like I don't know. I just got a camera and I'm like looking at coins and I like looking at it with you guys. So by no means am I an expert. I do know about the 2021s. We're looking at the top of George Washington's hat. I just look at all of them. I'm not sure if this is mint specific, but we're looking up here. Got my fancy pointer. Selling these custom. Look for extra metal up here, up in his hat area. General George. Yeah, buddy. We're looking for silver in the next roll. I got 3 quarters left. I don't know if Lizard's still around, but I guess if Sean, you don't take his place. 74 Denver. Nothing there. Here's a 92 Denver. Click this button. Yeah, we have next roll. Lizard, you're your top fan, but Sean's catching up fast if you're not around anymore. But since you're still number one, now that I'm opening up another roll, if I do find silver in here, your name's on it if you want it. Number one fan, that's the reward for being number one. I'm going to be so stoked the first time we pop a silver out of one of these bad boys. No silver here. Doesn't mean we can't find a W mint though. One of these times we're going to find a proof quarter too. That'd be sweet. Alright. What do we got here? Look at his hand too, Coin Hunter. What do you think? I'm not super familiar with that. Like there's so many you can find like everywhere. So I don't know them all offhand, but appreciate you guys hanging out. If you learned something, smash that like. It's free for you guys. It helps out the channel. Here's a 74 Philly. Nothing there. We're trying to hit 20 likes today. Ooh, Bicentennial, baby. Bicentennial, Denver, 1976. There is the 1976 DDO, or 1976 Denver DDO FS 101. What we're looking for is strong doubling seen on Liberty and In God We Trust. So we're going to throw that under the scope there. What's up, IBJ? Thanks for coming out. We're looking for doubling. It says very strong doubling on Liberty and In God We Trust. So we're looking for very strong doubling. I don't know. I don't see anything very strong there. Looks pretty weak. There's a scratch right across his face. Got me all excited there for a second. Then we'll check out here. I'm not seeing a whole lot.
Oh, I want something else.
But yeah, check out that design. It's a beautiful design. I do save all of these either way, whether I find errors on them or not. We'll just keep part of that design back up in the background there. Look at that stoic man. Stoic man. 2016 Philly. Alaska. Denver. I don't know for sure if this is mint specific, but I always check out the claw on the Alaska quarters from 2008 for anything that looks like it's an extra claw, maybe a blob of metal. It can go crossways, it can go down the same way as these claws. This is just damage here. Had some sort of dent or damage done to those claws. You can see a line right through them all. But looking for the Alaska extra claw. The gold dollars. I actually have like one of these guys. I do need to check these out. I just picked up a stack of them from the bank. Most of these are just worth $1. But if you get the 2000 Philadelphia with the extra designs on the tail here, we're not going to go into it on this video, but you can have the Cheerios dollar. It'd be worth a lot. Basically looking for extra designs. You can find these, I think they have a speared eagle, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. All right. This one's shot. Mount Hood 2010. Went through the ringer and then got eaten and chewed on and spit out the other end. Cumberland Island. Another birdie for you. That was a 2018. Okay, 93 Denver. Cruising right along here. All right, the Homestead. Denver. This is a 2015. So there's a couple different things on this one. If you look at this bucket, you can get dye chips underneath the bucket. I think it's called the leaky bucket, but I've come across some other things too. And then also this water pump. Check out this water pump handle. It's got this curve on it. If you get doubling in this window, that same curve, that's the DDR you're looking for. That's off the NGC coin website. Moving along. Denver, 2001 Vermont. 77 Philadelphia. 2004. 1973. How's everyone doing today? Go ahead and hit the like button. We're looking for 20 this morning. Oh man, it's almost afternoon. That's crazy. Time flies, man. 2021. Oh, I'm getting all excited here. 83 people in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, this one's got some damage. Look at that. Got stepped on by something heavy. 2023. Denver, checking for nose chips or nose warts. Drew and George. Maybe some dye chips on Eleanor's hat. 92 Denver. Harper's Ferry. from 2016. No, we haven't pulled out any silver yet. Not out of these rolls. '98 Denver. We're hoping to pull a silver out of this next roll. I got most of a box of $500 left. There's our Block Island 2018. Oh man, there goes one for the floor. 78. Here's a 2019. We're looking for the W. We're looking for the West Point Mint on 2019s and 2020s. Oh, here's a Philly. Not what we're looking for, but pretty cool design on this. Yeah, I was hoping one of these days. There's a Celia Cruz. Celia Cruz. Muy bien. 1998 Philly. 1998 Philly. I'm not sure how these top fans things work. It says Lizards #1 with 75 XPs. Sean's #2 with 75 XPs. And Philip is #3 with 75 XPs. So I don't know how they count XPs. 2016 Harper's Ferry. Thanks for hanging out, Coin Hunter. See you on the next one. 2021. I think there's some die chips on this one too. Maybe, I don't think this is the Burning Plain one, but you can get some on our goggles. Oregon 2005. 88. Here's a 2021. These things always shine. They must have put some extra polishing on these suckers. We're looking for die chips on his hat, maybe on his hand. General George. We had one last night. It looked like there's actually like blue coloring here. Looked like his hat was holding water. Maybe we'll get some die chips on his hand. Looks like we got some damage. 2013 White Mountain. 2021 Denver. Virginia 2000. Last one in the roll. Colorado 2006. All right, next roll. No silver. Son of a gun. No silver in that sucker. All right, 2023 Denver. Looking for some metal on there. Nose, mouth. South Dakota 2006. Thanks for the comment. I wish it was. What do you wish it was? Thanks for the comment. You help out the channel. Haha, joke's on you. 2020 Philadelphia. Sup, Larry? Thanks for coming out. Oh, another 82. We'll save that one. 92, Denver. Florida. No, California. Holy cow, that's got some schmooze on it. 2022. Dr. Sally Ride. I'm not 100% sure, Dwayne. I know for sure that those 2 years could have the W. I don't know if they're the only years like ever. Sounds like I would guess there's probably other years that also have them. For quarters specifically, I don't know. I don't know if they made like silver quarters with W's or special mint sets with W's or something like that. But 2023 Philadelphia. Jovita Idar. Kind of triple coin. 1998 Denver. We'll cruise right along here. 2023, another Denver. Eleanor Roosevelt. 2021. Man, none of these are the ones we're looking for. None of these are the ones we're looking for errors. Oh, here's another one. 2021, looking for extra metal. Leave that one up there for now. Gettysburg. These ones took me a long time to find. The 2010s and 2011s. I do not know why they were so difficult to find. 91 Denver. Ooh, a 66. We have some doubling to check out on these ones. 66. DDR. FS 801. Looking for extremely strong doubling on the United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar. Silver Turkey found a W in good shape. Yeah. I don't have any of mine graded. I found a couple of them. I don't have any graded yet. I don't think they're in like super phenomenal shape. Louisa, we're looking for some of the errors on the NGC coin website and some other die chips, die cracks, cuds, rim errors. Kind of like most of the standard stuff. Obviously, we're looking for mule errors. That would be crazy to find something like that. But if we find it, we're finding it live because we're shooting this live. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us today. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning or a good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. Nothing there. Moving on. 1990. Aged to perfection. Sean, I don't think the comments are how you get points somehow. I don't know. Louisa is number one, and you commented like twice. How does that work? How do top fans work? I have no idea. I'm going to have to figure out a different system. Denver 2019. We all also looking for W mints. Connecticut. Here's a 74 Philly. It might look like I'm going through these really fast, but I am just quickly glancing through it, see if you have any major cracks, major cuds. 1966, no mint. You're looking for doubling on United States E pluribus unum and $quarter. Did we look at the wrong side of that quarter? Holy cow, we did. I can't find it. Supposed to look at the reverse. I totally just looked at the obverse like an idiot. Oh well. We'll have more. Here's a shiny one. That one's very shiny. Still got a bunch of scratches on it, but man, the luster on that beauty. Theodore Roosevelt. I'm just going to have to start saying, pick a number 1 through 10. Whoever gets closest first, they get the silver, because he's number 1, number 2, number 3. That system's jacked, boys. It ain't working anymore. All right. Cup is empty. We got a few more left in this roll. Then I'm just going to say pick a number 1 through 10. Whoever gets it right. Oh, here's a Maria Tall Chief. Whoever gets the closest, no, whoever gets it right first, then they get rights to the silver quarter if we do find one. Here's a Maria Tall Chief. 2023. Hey, I didn't say go yet, guys. I got a few more to go through here yet. Just give me a minute. I think she can have an extra braid if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know for sure. Shenandoah 2014. San Antonio Missions. We can get my fancy pointer out. We can find some extra die cracks here. I need to get some more coffee. Extra metal basically on any 4 of these points. You can have an extra wave up in here somewheres. We'll put that under the scope. Check out the 4 corners first. I didn't see anything with the naked eye. Those are pretty clear to come in. Extra wave. I don't know if you can have like snow on top of the building or a cracked bell or something like that, but San Antonio is what I'm saying. 1990. Denver. South Dakota. That's a good place to visit. Mount Rushmore. Here's a 65. This one's got some good detail on that thing. Holy smokes. Okay, the 1965. We have double die obverse and one double die reverse we could look at. So doubling in all lettering and date, that's pretty easy to look for. And then the reverse is doubling in all lettering. So we got to check 1965, both sides. Any doubling. Look how crisp this thing is. I think I'm going to keep this one anyway. It's a 19. Got a little bit of wear here, but holy cow. This thing's in better shape than lots of modern quarters. If you ask me. Look at the reverse. A little bit of mashiness going on. Just overall, just great condition for the year. Holy smokes. Hey boys. Hey boys and girls. Hey, yeah, that is doubling, baby. Whoo! I'm excited, man. I am excited. This is the 1965 DDR FS801. That is solid. I knew I was going to find something. I can hardly contain myself right now. 1965. Holy cow. Can I get a like? Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? I got to look this up real quick. 65 DDR FS801. I'm going to look under the sold listings on eBay. Double die reverse FS 801, $65, $75. They had best offer accepted. I don't know if that's the price. $20. Sold listings last year. $30. FS 801. Oh, that was a Jefferson nickel. I don't know. $20 to $40 maybe? $20 to $40? Hell yeah, brother. I'm excited. I just want to keep looking at this one. Screw the rest of those things. I was like coming over, starting off at United here. It's like, no, I don't really see much. And then when I started getting here, I was like, I don't really think that's much of anything right there. Let me just pull it over a little bit more. And I'm like, here, it's like, that's probably just damage. That's just a shadow. That ain't nothing. And you come over here and it's like, this is undeniable doubling. Holy cow. I can hardly believe it. Let's check out for more. This one, I have to like put it on a piece of paper right now so I don't forget what it is. Here's some doubling down here too. Look at that. That is super strong, super clear. Dang, boys. Dang, boys. I gotta keep that up there. All right. If you're wondering what we're looking for, that is what we're looking for. I'm gonna label this one right now. It's probably the best one I found. 1965. I need a pen. That'll freaking work. Yeah. DDR FS 801. Nice. I'm going to lose it immediately. I just know it. All right. 82. We'll keep that. Now everything else is going to feel super lame. How about a 73? Nope. A couple more here. All right. Pick a number 1 through 37, since I had 37 people on here. I'm going to write it down. Whoever gets it closest. 1 through 37. And the next roll, if I pull a silver out of it, it's yours. We'll give it just a minute here while we admire that. Pick a number 1 through 37. Give it a few more seconds. And it's just going to be, when I say it's up, then I'll be like, okay, it's up. And we'll start moving on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. We had 25. Joshua Olson, you had 23. We'll go with that. So Joshua, we pull a silver out of this roll. Your name's all over it. No one's been lucky enough yet, but we'll see. Check out that bottom one. Dang, no silver. I forgot to even look at the last one. All right. Hawaii. There's a 2020. Let's hope for a W mint. It's in good shape. Oh, just a Denver. All right. 1995. There's a Vermont 2001. Hey, Donald. Hello to Pennsylvania yourself. Hopefully you guys are doing all right over there. 2021. I hate to take this one off the. I'll just move that up. I gotta put this right on my label so I don't forget what it is. We are looking for not doubling, sorry, I'm all messed up now, guys. So we're looking for extra metal up here, up the top of his hat. On General George's hat on these Croston and Delaware 2021s. Yeah, I'll try not to lose it. I was gonna take a pause and run and grab a flip right now. Don't want to lose that 1965 DDR FS 801. 2013 Fort McHenry. Philly. That was a Philly, right? Yeah, Philly. Big scratch all the way across it. 2020, we are going to check out these bat faces. Mainly mama face. See if there's any grease errors, anything like that. 1995 Philly. 2021 Denver. Another hat to check out. Check for extra metal up there. 3 degrees, and where were you from? Pennsylvania. 3 degrees in Pennsylvania. Leo, you got 10 W quarters. That's sweet. It's more than I have, actually. These are awesome finds. Got them from the bank. Nice. The only W's I have, I found them in bank rolls, just like we're looking at today. That's why we're hoping you can still find them. 93. Here's that Alabama. Helen Keller. Tennessee 2002. Here's another bird. A lot of birds. 2018 Block Island. 74. Slightly off center struck. 74. Not one of the years we're looking for. Coming up on an hour on the lives. Appreciate you guys coming out, checking out the channel. There's another 2021 to check out. Check out his hat for any extra metal up there. Another 2021, back to back. I think we have a pretty good chance of finding one of these as long as you look at a few quarters. 2017 Philly. Connecticut. Let's rip through the rest of this roll here. Hey, there's another new one. Denver. I've seen this one for the first time yesterday at the live. Zitkalasa. I think it's like the 6th or 5th one I pulled out so far. 88 Denver. Patsy Takamoto Mink. Looking for dye chips on his nose. Drew and George on his lips there. Let's rip through the next one here. Salt River Bay 2020. 2020. Looking for the W mint. This one's a Denver. Looking for that West Point. Oh yeah, Leon. Got a 2026 quarter. What's the design on it? I'm just barely finding the 2025s now. And some of the 2024s. Holy smokes. 1994 Denver. 80. 1. That thing's cheeched. Tennessee 2002. Here's a 2020 Philly. Not the one we're looking for. Got some damage. A little wear and tears on that sucker. Oh, I'm looking at you. 78. Ooh, here's a 69. 1969. If it was a Denver, we'd be looking for some doubling. Got a few left here. Cumberland Gap 2018. All right, 1 through 27. Pick a number. 1 through 27. We're almost done with this roll. We'll crack open that next roll. North Dakota 2006. I haven't done $1 coins on the live. I think I've only done a couple of shorts on $1 coins, but I do have some. I do have a bag of them I do need to go through. Now that I got the sweet microscope, I can look at them. See what we can find. Theodore Roosevelt 2016. All right. There's my number, 19. So, Louisa, you are the closest. We're rolling in with a 20. Check out the enders real quick. See if we're popping silvers out of this sucker. Louisa, your name would be on them. Last summer, I did find some silver in one of these rolls. And it was a bank wrapped roll. It was like, I don't know if their machines are different or... All right, let's cruise through. Vermont, 2001. Denver, 2006. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder. So here's a 2001. Check out his hat for some extra metal. Got my fancy pointer here. Just up here, look for some extra blobs. Looks like he's carrying stuff in his hat. Saving it for a rainy day. This is a really nice looking one. Philly. Late last summer, I got a bunch of $50 rolls from the bank. Man, I did well. I found one roll had 2 silvers, another roll had a silver, another roll had a silver. It's crazy. Now it's when silver was $30, $40 an ounce, whatever. This isn't the Brinks box. I think Brinks boxes say Brinks on them, or on the rolls themselves, I think Brinks will say Brinks. But you never know. They probably do. It's probably worth their while. Alaska quarter. We're looking for an extra claw. Somewhere in here. You can see them with the naked eye. The coin scope makes it so much nicer. Interesting. So El Salvador, they use the $1 coin instead of dollar bills. I wonder if it just lasts long. It's harder to lose. I don't know. That's interesting. I will do a live on dollar coins. I don't have a ton of them to do. It might be like a 30-minute live, but that'd be fine too. Maybe I'll do a short or just a regular video on them. What do you guys watch the most? Lives, shorts, or long form videos? while we check out this 2020. Hope for a W. Hoping for a W. Denver. Dang. 1979. $2020. This one is a Denver. We did already see that. 2020. Check out that bat face. This one's got some shamoos on it. I'm watching you. Delaware, 1999. Denver. If this was a Philadelphia, we'd be looking for the spitting horse. 1994. Another 2020. Come on. Where's the West Points at? Oh, just a Denver. 1991. 1990. Age to perfection. Yeah. Maria. Dog Chief. So on these ones, you gotta look for the nose wart. So it's gonna look like a little blob of metal up here in the nose somewhere, like a wart. If you look at his chin or his lip area, if you get an extra chunk of metal coming down, they call it the drooling George. But just an extra chunk of metal there. That's what I'm looking for. Alrighty then, the Voyagers. Oh, someone said Voyagers. Ducktail die chip. Chuck that under the Scopy. Scopathon. That all looks like it's supposed to be there. I'm going to do a quick search right now. 2018. Let me look. Oh, a huge die break chip error on the back of the duck. $4 on the eBays. Okay, so we'd be looking right here, right here, area-ish. Big old hunk of metal. And then so it's a 2018 Philly. 2018 Philly. Got to update the sheet. And then also I'm seeing some pictures for the 2018 Philly Cumberland Gap. 2018 Philly. No, that wasn't Cumberland. Was it? Cumberland Island. Jeez. For a die chip error on wing. Okay. Sheet's updated. Alrighty. Philly, Minnesota. This is the 2005 Minnesota. We're going to look for the extra tree. You guys don't know where that's at. It's somewhere in this, right smack dab in the center of the coin. We're looking right here. Look for an extra tree. I'm just going to go for some extra money. The OG Dirk Diggler. I think it was like $30 to $40-ish range. If you'd like, head over to my channel. I have a link there for this scope. It is an affiliate link. It's free. If you use the link, it's free for you guys to use the link. If you do purchase something from one of my affiliate links, I do get a small percentage kickback from the company. If you do like this, I'd appreciate if you guys went over there and used my link and purchased through there. It's free to use. It helps the channel, and I do like it. You can zoom it up and down. You have digital zoom. You have different light options. It comes with 2 little side lights. So go check it out. Here's a 2023 Denver Eleanor Roosevelt. This is Missouri. You ever been to Missouri? Utah. I'm pretty sure you can. You can take photos or videos if you put a chip in there, or you can hook it up to your laptop if you want to do that and do it that way. I just charge it. I just run. I haven't even changed the date on there. See, it still says the generic 2023 date in there. I was just so excited to use it. I just ripped it out of the box. Start crushing coins with it, boys. There's a 2020 Philly. All right, we're going to wrap it up after these. I got a few more coins here. We'll wrap it up. For now, I hope you get on one more time today. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Helps the channel gain visibility and traction. Appreciate everyone's assistance on these. I learn just as much as you guys do sometimes. New York 2001 Philly. Couple more left, and we're going to call it a wrap for now. 79. We do have to revisit that 1965 one more time before we go, because that is just such beautiful find. Check this out. 1965 DDR FS801 on the reverse. Let's see if we can see it without the, you can even see that doubling without the scope. Check out America there. You can see them extra lines. Get out of here, Minnesota. Check this out. So we start coming over here. We're looking for doubling. Coming over. We start to see some little hints up here. Little hints of doubling. Coming around the bend. Holy smokers. This thing was sweet. Popped it out live. You guys got to see it. Bam. That's what we're looking for. And then there's some doubling down here too. Down on dollar. And this scope made it really easy to see. So that's what we're looking for. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Head over to the channel. Hit subscribe. It's free. You get to see more content. Go check out some of my other videos. Come back on the next live and say hey. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day. See you later.